Hello, I'm the Doctor. Welcome to Dr. Geek. Today, we're having a Doctor Who discussion. The topic, who are the Mondasian Cybermen? Before Series 10 even began, we were treated to a promotional image that featured the return of the Mondasian Cybermen for the first time since their original appearance in The 10th Planet, a story from 1966 that was the first to feature the Cybermen and the last to feature the first Doctor, William Hartnell. Seen as almost a going-away present for 12th Doctor Peter Capaldi, who stated on multiple occasions that he has always wanted to face them during his tenure, the Mondasian Cybermen are the original incarnation of the Cybermen, a distinction that became necessary after the 10th Doctor story, The Rise of the Cybermen, which reintroduced the characters as being from an alternate dimension, this time not aliens, but the product of a madman's quest for immortality. Russell T. Davies wanted to get away from the complicated backstory of the Cybermen and start fresh with his own version, and that's understandable given their many run-ins with the Doctor during the show's long history. But the new versions of the Cybermen have just never felt as menacing as their originals, whose motives always felt more genuine and whose members felt more real. The new Cybermen have more force, but less character. In the story The 10th Planet, the first Doctor and his companions, Ben and Polly, arrive at Snowcap Space Tracking Station, a military base in Antarctica in the year 1986. The base is in contact with two astronauts that are orbiting the Earth, but their space capsule keeps being pulled off course by some unknown object. The TARDIS team meets the leader of the base, General Cutler, and the Doctor tries to explain to him what he thinks may be happening.
Cutler, Snowcap here. Now look, gentlemen, everything's under control.
The Earth used to have a twin, but it was lost millions of years ago. It seems now that that planet has returned, and the Doctor fears there may be an invasion. Sure enough, the planet is seen on a vid screen, and it looks just like the Earth, only upside down.
Some observers have reported that its land masses resemble those of Earth.
Soon, the Cybermen land at Snowcap Base and kill 3 men in their very first appearance. After gaining access to the base, the Cybermen explain that they have come from the planet Mondas, and while they have learned to survive on their desolate planet by replacing their bodies with spare parts and eliminating their emotions, their planet is still running out of energy, so they have come to steal the Earth's.
Got 2 men in space. If we don't act now, we won't get them back alive.
They will not return.
We must get them back. Well,
There is really no point. They could never reach Earth now.
Don't you care?
Care? No, why should I care? There are people dying all over your world, yet you do not care about them.
As you can see, what makes the Cybermen so chilling is both their appearance, which hints at a base of humanity under their machinery, with their cloth faces and real human hands, but also their eerie sing-songy voices that emphasize seemingly random syllables in a sad attempt at sounding real. This voice is what I was most excited to hear after so many years, and they did it perfectly.
Your astronomers must have just discovered a new planet, is that not so? That is where we come from. It is called Mondas.
Mondas?
Mondas? Isn't that one of the ancient names for Earth?
Yes, eons ago the planets were twins. Then we drifted away from you on a journey to the edge of space. We are called Cybermen.
Cybermen?
Yes, Cybermen, we were exactly like you once, but our cybernetic scientists realized that our race was getting weak.
Weak. How?
Our lifespan was getting shorter, so our scientists and doctors devised spare parts for our bodies until we could be almost completely replaced.
In the end, these Cybermen, while intimidating, really have quite a bad plan and almost require no work at all to defeat. In fact, the Doctor's only strategy is to stall for time, as he seems to be uniquely aware of the fate of Mondas.
You're not like us. You're robots.
Our brains are just like yours, except that certain weaknesses have been removed.
What weaknesses?
You call them emotions, do you not?
Silence! Anyone who moves will be killed instantly. We will confer. Keep your places. Anyone who moves will be killed instantly.
Sure enough, as the Doctor predicted, the planet Mondas absorbs too much energy and literally melts away. With the source of their power packs lost, the Cybermen die, and the Doctor begins his long streak of vanquishing yet another foe. However, his celebration is short-lived as he returns to the TARDIS for his first world-changing renewal. While this story would go down in history as being the first to feature what would later be called a regeneration, and for introducing the most famous monsters short of the Daleks, very little of the design was carried over when the Cybermen next made an appearance just a short time later in the second Doctor story, The Moon Base. Here, the Cybermen and their voices switched from cloth skin and real hands to metal hands and a more robotic-looking helmet, and from the creepy sing-song voices to the cold, emotionless, digital tone of a vibrating metal plate, originally designed for throat cancer patients. While I understand this change and the emphasis on the lack of emotions, I still feel like the original voices were more unique, and they were certainly more memorable, even after over 50 years of Doctor Who. Here's hoping they let these ones stick around for a while. Unlike the Daleks, whose design has stayed the same for the majority of their history, only changing in very slight ways, the Cybermen, almost by definition, are constantly upgrading and almost never look the same in more than one story. So, I hope you learned a little bit about the origin of the Cybermen today, and that this video lets you enjoy the two-part finale, airing later tonight, just a little bit more. Please like and subscribe for more Doctor Who news and reviews every week, and thank you for being my companion on this journey today. I'm the Doctor. Bye for now.
There would be no need. We do not feel pain.
But we do.